All right, so look, I don't want to make this video too long again. We're going back to back. You know what I'm saying? Just like a Maybach. I'm about to get a Maybach real soon. It's all right. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? You got to reach your dreams somehow. But look, I want to still talk about this topic because everybody else is overlooking this. And even me, I fall victim to this too. Right, but before we start, I need to drink some water. All right. So a lot of people can't practice mindfulness. That's just the harsh truth. Like that's just the truth. Everybody needs to like come together and just find out, right? Because what is mindfulness, right? In this video, we're gonna be talking about mindfulness while eating food, right? Because a lot of people eat food. I eat food. You eat food. Everybody else eat food, right? But the problem is when a lot of people eat food, they stuck to the screen. They're screen boys. They're screen girls. They're stuck to the screen. Their friend is the screen. They're not talking to the screen. They're not making videos on the screen. No, they're watching the screen. They're literally watching the screen, right? And what's the problem with it? Well, the problem is that you're not really connecting with anybody. You're just watching a video. Just like right now, you might be eating some food while watching me, right? I'm not saying you are, but most of the time, people's favorite content creators, they eat food while watching them, right? Because they don't want to be lonely, right? And the art of being alone is not having anything basically controlling your mind, right? You're not having anything flowing, no frequencies, no vibrations happening. Everything is just still. You're just present in the moment. That's what practicing mindfulness really is all about. You know, it's not just food. It could just be, you know what I'm saying, you drinking water, right? Going to the bathroom or taking a shower, because I know a lot of people play music while they're in the shower. And you might see this as like, oh, what's the problem with this? Well, there's a lot of reasons why there's a problem, because a lot of the times this could, happen to be just addiction, right? Addictions can form off of this, you know what I'm saying? Or not addictions per se, but habits. That's what I really meant to say. Habits form out of these. They usually tell you it takes 30 days to form a habit. And after that, it just becomes a daily routine. You know what I'm saying? Like literally for 30 days, you do something, it's going to stick with you for almost your entire life, honestly. Right? And I believe that, right? So a few days I started, not using my phone while I eat, not texting, while I drive, right? Not using my phone most of the time throughout the day. And that actually helped me, all around kind of like focusing what I really want to do, because sometimes the screen is a lot of people's downfall, right? Because not only do you have a problem with, using your phone too much, right? A lot of people might be addicted to the hub, the P hub. You know what I mean? They have those kind of addictions, and a lot of people are not gonna, straight up just say, oh, I have this problem, I have this problem. They're not gonna look at it as an issue because they've been doing it for almost their entire life. It makes so much sense now. That's why a lot of people, they don't have vivid dreams. They can't remember their dreams because most of the time, they use their phone before they sleep. You know what I'm saying? And most the phone's UV light, what I'm saying, it's bad for your eyes. You're not supposed to use your phone while you sleep. You know what I'm saying? Even if you do have glasses, that doesn't matter. Your vision will still deteriorate, right? It might not be, a drastic change, but it's going to happen over time, most likely. So that's just the overall problem right now that we're facing this generation. A lot of people in this generation, I hate to say it, but they're effed up. The rules are effed up. Everything else is effed up right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's hypersexualizing everything. You know what I'm saying? To the clothes, to people's appearances. We got different stereotypes now that we didn't have 2 decades ago. That never happened in the 90s. That never happened in the 80s. We just brought it up in forms of movies and TV shows and media, forms of media. We brought that up. Our generation, Generation Z, we brought it up. We brought up all those TV shows and movie adaptations. You know what I'm saying? They used to be books. But now, we're revolutionizing things and we're making stereotypes out of it. Well, back then, there was really no stereotypes. If there was, it was not really mentioned a lot as it is now. You know what I'm saying? And the media is pushing that to the forefront. You know, they have all these people. They have all these people to distract you. You know what I'm saying? So that you won't be mindful of what you're doing. And that's the issue we're facing right now. Basically, a lot of people don't realize that until it's too late. They'll go the rest of their lives. They'll take it to the grave. But I'm not going to take it to the grave. I'm going to say how it is. You know, I fell victim to that too. Can you believe it? I used to be addicted to the P-Hub as well. It really ruined my life. And I was like back in my middle school, high school days, when I thought that was cool. When my friends introduced that to me. They're not my friends no more. But they introduced that to me. I remember the first time I saw that, it was at a friend's birthday party. You know, he just showed us the picture, and I was like, wow. Like, back then I was just amazed. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen those pair of racks in my life. Those were some big melons. I'm talking about big voluptuous melons, dude. I've never seen that in my life, and I was just so amazed because that's something that I shouldn't have been seeing. Right? And it affected me. Now that I'm realizing it now, I'm 18 years old. I just graduated high school in May. I'm in college right now. So it started when I was 13. So give or take, that's 5 years. 5 years, dude. I'm glad I'm realizing it right now because, you know, some people, it takes them 30 years. It takes them in their 50s to realize that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be 50. Bro, imagine you're 50 years old, right? Imagine you're 50 years old and you're still addicted to the P-Hub. You're still addicted to PMO. You can't go a day without doing it. I can't believe that. If I'm 50, if I have grandkids, if I have kids, dude, imagine me still doing that. Like, what would they even think about me? Like, imagine, you know, your kid in the future walks in on you doing it. What is your kid gonna think about you? Do you think your kid is gonna respect you? It's not gonna happen. Your kid is gonna resent you, most likely. And people want to say, oh, but you're gonna get prostate cancer. There's really no scientific proof to back that up. That's just a claim. There is no evidence for that. People are just making up excuses. They're making up lies. Oh, it's because of this reason. I'm not here because of this reason. No, what you need to do is just sit down and just be by yourself. Be alone for at least just 2 hours. For 2 hours, be alone. If you can't do 2 hours, 10 minutes. If you can't do 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Just go a span of time without using any distractions, without any technology, bro. Like, it doesn't matter how short it is, bro. As long as you do it, that's better. That's an improvement. But I just wanted to let everyone know that because that's something I just figured out a few days ago. I'm practicing it right now. I'm implementing that right now. Even though it's like, you know, I do it for 5 to 10 minutes a day. That doesn't matter because this is something I know that's going to build up over time. And you got to think about longevity. Think about something that's going to be in it for the long run. And honestly, I think mindfulness also helps with your SR journey too. If you're on seed retention, right? If you're abstaining from PMO, from intercourse, all that, bro, it's going to help you tremendously. And for those people, oh shit, my camera dropped. For those people that want to come on here and just, you know, type all kind of silly comments like, oh, you don't know what you're saying. You don't know what you're talking about. You're still young. What do you know about life? What do you know about life? Right? But here's the thing. Those same people that comment those things, they have no content. They're just consumers. They're not producers. So at least I'm doing something with my life. At least I'm using my voice. Because some people don't even have a voice. Some people have to resort to sign language. And guess what? Some people end up getting shot. Just because they're using different signs, but that's just how they communicate. People communicate in different ways, right? But that's the sad reality of it. is that, you know, people that have different disabilities, they have different problems, they get, you know, looked down upon, right? Or their intentions are not pure. People look at them like, oh, what is his or her attention? There have been stories where deaf people, you know, people that resort to their fingers to communicate end up getting killed. And that's real. That's just real life. That's what actually happens. And some people are scared to communicate in that sort of manner. So that's why you see a lot of, you know, deaf people with another person, because they're afraid it might, you know, something bad might happen to them. They're afraid that they might run into the wrong person. So all in all, I just wanted to come on here just quick. You know, I know it's a little long, but yeah, I'm doubling back, man. It was a good day today. I had to double back, right? Let me know if you guys want more of this content, man. You know what I'm saying? I just dropped this from the heart. I speak from the heart. I have no note cards. I have nothing. But make sure you like and subscribe, and I'm out.